All right, we're back. So, like I was saying, is you take a tissue, moist towelette, or anything like that. I have a shop towel, which is pretty much a cotton towel, that I twist into a little thing like this, and I put it turpentine on the end, and I put it and I sit it in the ear consistently. Now that is what I found out to be the most consistent thing. Going out to the sun every day creates a consistency of pushing yourself forward through all this. So, just the same way, the more consistent you are, the better the results. So, this test here passed with flying colors. It hollowed out the ear, and now I'm past the sludge part, and I'm into this brown, greasy stuff that's like way in the back somewhere. And it's the same thing as Electric Larryland, but old surfers. You take this thing here and you coat it with this, something small like a paintbrush in, and you weasel it into the ear, and it gets all the glue. It's all loose in there, so it's really itchy. So you're gonna want to get it out because you ain't gonna want it to just sit in there. But yep. On to other things. You basically take a pair of like cheap sunglasses like this, and then you get like those little covers that go on your ends of your toothbrush, and it creates like a capsule. You take the capsule, either hot glue it or wire it to this, and you put turpentine or onions inside of it. Now, what that does is it basically says, hey, you've got infection, let's get it out. That's basically what it is. It creates a consistency to it. So you're walking around, just like you're walking around with these. It's going to create a consistency that's going to give your magnetic field no means of being blocked, because the glue comes out of these corners here. It creates a ring. Then it comes out of these corners here. On the ear, it comes out of this magnetic field here, and it comes out of the magnetic field that's like on this side. So it's like a magnetic field that keeps all the toxins out. And the more electrical these areas are, the more the magnetic fields are. So I've been pumping my fist, right? It's been combusting this one, like this one. This one used to be sticky while this one was not, because the glue burns up in this one where the DNA activation is present, same as my ear. And it's just transcending. This one's getting better and more immune to the thing. And the other one is still in its beginning, kind of, you know what I mean? So they kind of undo themselves, but eventually, once one of them pops, the whole thing pops, because it's all connected to the same pineal gland. So once one of them ruptures, it gets so hot, it just wow, and it cracks the whole thing. So that's pretty much what you're doing, just attacking it from all angles. But the They Live glasses are, this is a precise means of doing it in real life without like a lot of strenuous activity. You might want to just like take some days off or whatever and still have the same protection when you're like walking around in a grocery store. You got these on. The stuff that they're spraying is the stuff that's got the water solubility of the fluoridation and everything else, because the whole water supply is fluoridated. So it protects it by consistently creating a fume. So it could be onion in there, it could be anything in there. As a matter of fact, you don't have to do it that way. You could even take this, wrap it around this, just the handle, and take say like, what do you have, like some wire? I got some wire here because I'm creating a beginning one, like a beginner's attempt to this. So I show these inventions just so everybody can use it. So from time to time, you will get Easter eggs on this channel that will show you like cool ideas, like the magnet shoes and just different stuff that I'm coming up with on my own, because this stuff is not readily accessible for people. Like, we have to figure out our own way to get these kind of results that we're looking for. So this right here, I call these the They Live glasses. I could call them like detox glasses. It's pretty much the same thing. You just want to open the magnetic fields that give you electrical perception of what's really happening. So your real true reality can send messages to the pineal gland in the brain and say, okay, this is what I'm really seeing, versus what this is not seeing, because the eyes are literally shut off if you don't have your electrical responses. All right, again, let's run through it. What is being a super being? Roughly from what I've gathered, heightened electrical response. Faster running is the same as faster thinking, because you're using electrical synapses to think faster and more endowed with more intelligence or whatever. To jump faster, to run, everything would be an electrical response. So the more electrical we become, the more powerful. And right now, I'm starting to step over into realms where I'm starting to detect people that are on a certain level. And all I have to do is just keep on going, keep progressing forward. And then as you start to become aware of these beings, you got to know that that's when you're stepping in on their level, because you're becoming somebody that's capable of being aware of their abilities or whatever. So you would be literally yourself emerging into that capacity yourself. And then you're just going to keep going. You know, if you're smart, you'll just keep, oh shit, I don't have to stop here. I could just keep on going. That's pretty much what you do. That's what I'm going to do. Stay tuned for more, because I'm going to put together my own They Live glasses, and I'm going to be walking around in these things. Basically, just going to take some wire for now, wrap it around the ends here. Probably something more like this is my speed. And then I'm going to take this tissue here, soak it with turpentine, and the thicker this is, the more saturation I'm going to get. This is all copper lining. I did this a long time ago because at one point I became sensitive to a lot of synthetic materials like plastic and the AC, stuff like that, which is another reason why I'm telling you to progress forward with your DNA activation. You're staring it to the sun, meditation, breathing, long, deep breaths for long hours, and you will correct your problems. You won't have to worry about fluoride or fucking breathing in chemtrails or any of that stuff. I don't even have to wear a mask anymore because it just burns it off. So that is the proof in the pudding. You can watch my videos and see how I made it to that transition. And hey, we're on a mission. Stay tuned for more. And as always, stay awake.